Hey there, Cinephiles. It's a new year, so you know what that means. It's time for my Golden Globe predictions. The controversial award show takes place on January 10th, so I thought it'd be a good time to say who I think will win and who I want to win. Of course, I'm only going over the film categories as I did not see nearly enough TV to even make an educated guess on those. Shout out to Abbott Elementary, though. First category I'm going over is Best Motion Picture Drama. The nominees are Avatar, The Way of Water, Elvis, The Fabelmans, Tar, and Top Gun Maverick. Now, for the Golden Globes, it's always been harder for me to determine who might win those categories, just because usually with the Golden Globes, it's a bit more corrupt and, butt kissy, I guess is the right way to put it. And so most years, I usually don't agree with most of their picks. However, this year, I wouldn't be upset with 4 of the 5 nominees in this category. For those that seen my top 10 movies of 2022, 4 of these movies are actually on that list. The only one not being on there is Avatar: The Way of Water. And that being said, my prediction is going to be The Fabelmans. There was a big stir-up of this possibly being Spielberg's last movie, so I think that really adds some weight to people deciding on that film. Now, for as who I want to win, I gotta go with Tar. It may seem like a pretentious pick, but it's one of my favorite movies of last year, and it just speaks on so many levels, especially if you don't understand music comprehension like I do. However, I wouldn't be upset if The Fabelmans won, another one of my favorite movies. So either of the two, or even Top Gun Maverick, or even Elvis winning, I'd be pretty happy with this category. Next up, we got Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. The nominees are Cate Blanchett from Tar, Olivia Colman from Empire of Light, Viola Davis from The Woman King, Ana de Armas from Blonde, and Michelle Williams from The Fabelmans. Personally, for me, there's a clear winner from this group. It's not even close of the nominees that I have seen. That being said, I haven't seen Blonde or Empire of Light, but I don't know if that would change my opinion, especially with the reviews that it's gotten. And I think this is one that the Golden Globes would agree with me, especially if they want to try and get who might win the Oscar right. So for my prediction, I go with Cate Blanchett, and for my want, also Cate Blanchett. Her performance from Tar is just something you don't really see often, so it seems like it's a shoo-in to win this category. And it being my second favorite performance of the year, I just have to go with it. Alright, the third category is Best Performance from an Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. The nominees are Austin Butler from Elvis, Brendan Fraser from The Whale, Hugh Jackman from The Son, Bill Nighy from Living, and Jeremy Pope from The Inspection. In this category, I've only seen Fraser's and Butler's performances. However, looking at the trailers and what I could find for the other 3, I still think they might be my favorite 2 from this category anyway. And even though I love the 2 performances very much, one clearly stands above the other. My want and prediction goes to Brendan Fraser. Nothing against Austin Butler, he does wonderful, and for the most part of the year, I had him as my favorite male performance, but as soon as I saw The Whale, I knew it was Brendan's to lose. Now for the fourth category, we got Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. The nominees are Babylon, The Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, and Triangle of Sadness. I haven't seen The Triangle of Sadness yet as of this recording, and that's one of the biggest movies I feel like I've missed to really make a good impression of the year. However, I really think this is a 3-horse race between Babylon, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Banshees of Inisherin. Now, I really love Babylon and Everything Everywhere All at Once, but I do think that Banshees of Inisherin has a huge shot. That being said, it's the Golden Globes, and they just give me this vibe that Babylon's more so their pick. It is really tough to say though because of how little attention Babylon is getting, not necessarily from the awards but just from the public. I still gotta go with Babylon as my prediction though. And as for my one, it's gotta be Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was my favorite movie of last year, my favorite of the decade so far, but I'd be so happy if it's Babylon or Everything Everywhere. If it's The Banshees of Inisherin, I wouldn't be surprised though. And now for the fifth category, Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. The nominees are Leslie Manville, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, Margot Robbie, Babylon, Anya Taylor-Joy, The Menu, Emma Thompson, Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, and Michelle Yeoh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. This one's too easy. This was the only performance that I thought was better than Cate Blanchett's throughout the whole year. So my prediction and want is Michelle Yeoh. I mean, it's like I said, it's just too easy. It's a powerhouse compared to the rest of these nominees, and I haven't even seen all of them. And I love me some Margot Robbie and Anya Taylor-Joy, but I mean, come on. It really is Michelle's to lose. All right, up next we got Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. The nominees in this one are Diego Calva from Babylon, Daniel Craig, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, Adam Driver, White Noise, Colin Farrell, The Banshees of Inisherin, and Ralph Fiennes, The Menu. This one's a fun category to look at. I mean, you get Diego Calva from Babylon, who was a gem in that movie. Daniel Craig's Benoit Blanc was the best thing by far in that movie. Colin Farrell's just having a great year, so this is kind of a combination nominee for me, even though he is great in Banshees. Ralph Fiennes just has some delicious line delivery. And as of recording, I haven't seen Adam Driver in White Noise yet. I have been hearing good things from him, even though the movie does get mixed reviews. So hopefully I like it. However, like I said for Colin Farrell, he's been having such an amazing year overall. I think the Golden Globes will go with him, so he is my prediction. But my personal want is Diego Calva. I mean, he just plays the best MPA. Now we have Best Motion Picture Animated. The nominees are Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Inu-Oh, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, and Turning Red. Now, this is an interesting category. There's 2 movies on here that I know every single person is gushing over, that being the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio and Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. However, neither are my favorite animated movie of the year, which is kind of shocking to say, but Puss in Boots, The Last Wish really shocked me, not just visually, but with the story and the character development, which is not what I was expecting from a Shrek spinoff. And that even being said, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish is, I mean, I haven't seen Shrek 1 and 2 in a long time, but it's definitely the best sense. However, with the whirlwind storm that is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio and Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, it's really between those two on who will win. Although there is a major push as of late for Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, so that's got to be my prediction. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Marcel really is fighting though, and it wouldn't surprise me if Marcel won. But my personal want is Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, which I know might be blasphemy for many, but you just gotta watch Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. I mean, it's like shockingly good. Up next, we have Best Motion Picture, Non-English Language. The nominees are All Quiet on the Western Front, Argentina 1985, Close, Decision to Leave, and RRR. I've only seen one movie from this category. I do want to see all of them because they all look very interesting to me, and I know All Quiet on the Western Front is on Netflix, so that's on me for not watching it. I did find out recently Argentina 1985 is on Amazon or Hulu, one of the two, so I could watch it soon. And as for Close and Decision to Leave, those are a little bit harder for me to watch, but I definitely want to watch those as soon as possible. And the buzz I have been hearing around Decision to Leave leans me to make my prediction Decision to Leave. However, my want, and this is a want not only for this category, but for it to be nominated for Best Picture come Oscar time, and that's RRR. A movie that has literally everything. My 4th favorite movie of 2022. It's absolutely insane, and it's beautiful in its creative insanity. Plus, Naatu Naatu's in it, and we'll touch on that in a couple categories. Next, we have Best Supporting Actress in Any Motion Picture. The nominees are Angela Bassett, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Carrie Condon, The Banshees of Inisherin, Jamie Lee Curtis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, wrong supporting actress nom if you ask me, Dolly de Leon, Triangle of Sadness, and Carey Mulligan, She Said. For as much as I love Everything Everywhere All at Once, why was Jamie Lee Curtis nominated and not Stephanie Sue? I mean, like, it baffles my mind on that one, honestly. Like, Stephanie Sue was the nomination. And if they don't fix this come Oscar time, I guess that Nepo Baby article was right, you know. But that's neither here nor there. I love Angela Bassett. She gives it her all in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, especially with such an emotionally charged performance. Carrie does very well in Banshees of Inisherin, and overall that movie is very well acted. Jamie Lee Curtis, I mean, she doesn't do bad by any stretch of the means. Coming back to it, it baffles me why she's nominated over a Stephanie Sue. Once again, I haven't seen Triangle of Sadness, but I have been hearing many people loving her performance and like locking her for a supporting actress nomination come Oscar time. And for Carey Mulligan, she said that movie came and went. I didn't get to watch it. People that I know had watched it don't even really talk about it. Therefore, Carey Mulligan getting nominated here just kind of feels like they needed to fill the spot. So with all that being said, my prediction is Dolly D. Leon. She has been getting the most talk, so it seems like this would be the natural step in continuing her talk towards an Oscar nomination and possibly win. As for my personal want, out of pure pettiness towards Jamie Lee Curtis being nominated over Stephanie Sue, I have to go with Angela Bassett. Next, we have Best Supporting Actor in Any Motion Picture. The nominees are Brendan Gleeson, The Banshees of Inisherin; Barry Keoghan, The Banshees of Inisherin; Brad Pitt, Babylon; Ke Huy Quan, Everything Everywhere All at Once; and Eddie Redmayne, The Good Nurse. Another fun category, Barry Keoghan delivers one of my favorite performances, if not my favorite performance from Banshees of Inisherin. Nothing against Brendan Gleeson, who also does very well, but Barry just had something that just sticks with me more. It kind of had this like offbeat vibe to it that's just more memorable, especially throughout the whole year in any category for me. Brad Pitt in Babylon, he does very well. Eddie Redmayne, again, that's kind of the Carey Mulligan of this category. It felt like they just needed a fifth. That movie came and went. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. I've seen some people talk about it, but it's never been really positive nor like completely negative either. It was just kind of like this failed Oscar baity movie. I mean, come on, we know who's gonna win this, who I want to win this. My prediction is Ke Huy Quan, and my want is Ke Huy Quan. Like it's Ke Huy Quan. Like it's no ifs, ands, or buts, you know. All right, now we have Best Director Motion Picture. The nominees are James Cameron, Avatar: The Way of Water; Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, aka the Daniels, Everything Everywhere All at Once; Baz Luhrmann, Elvis; Martin McDonagh, The Banshees of Inisherin; and Steven Spielberg, The Fabelmans. This one was really a toss-up between two directors that seem like industry pillars, which are James Cameron and Steven Spielberg. I would have went the Steven Spielberg route if this was genuinely his last movie with the Fabelmans. However, after 13 years, I think my prediction has to go with James Cameron. I really think there will be a split between these two movies in Best Picture Drama and Best Director. Like one's going to get Best Picture, the other's going to get Director. So with me picking the Fabelmans for the Best Picture Drama, I have to go with Director for James Cameron in my prediction. If they were flipped, I would not be surprised at all, though. I mean, my personal pick, it's, again, Everything Everywhere Supremacy. You know, I'm going with the Daniels. They made a movie that I wish I had made and was jealous of for a while and had to watch 4 times in the theater, so it's just an easy pick for me on this one, honestly. Like, they're inspirations to me. Now we have Best Screenplay, Motion Picture. The nominees are Todd Field, Tar; The Daniels, Everything Everywhere All at Once; Martin McDonagh, The Banshees of Inisherin; Sarah Polley, Women Talking; and Steven Spielberg and Tony Kushner, The Fabelmans. So this one was an interesting one and kind of upheld my reasoning for going for The Fabelmans for Best Picture Drama, was because they also got the screenplay nod and Avatar didn't. Deservedly, because Avatar's story is not why you go to see that movie. You go for the visual effects and the way it's directed. That being said, this one was so tough for me to actually make a decision. I'm looking at my notes right now, and I didn't even pick a prediction, so I'm going to make it here on the spot. I'm going to go with Martin McDonagh for Banshees of Inisherin. As much as I want to say Spielberg for The Fabelmans and Tony Kushner, I kind of want to spread out my picks a little bit. Banshees has to win something on this end, so I'm going to go with Martin McDonagh as my prediction. As for want, as much as I love Tar, I gotta go with the Daniels again. Again, you know, it's It's just an inspirational thing for me. I would be very happy if Tar won, if the Fablemans won. I haven't seen Women Talking yet. I've heard good things, but it's going wide in January. Maybe by the time this has come out already. So maybe I've seen it by now. None of these are bad nominees, but I just got to go with the Daniels for Want, honestly. And now we have Best Original Score, Motion Picture. The nominees are Carter Burwell, The Banshees of Inisherin, Alexandre Desplat, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Hilder, I'm so sorry I can't say your last name, Woman Talking, Justin Hurwitz, Babylon, and John Williams, The Fablemans. So, once again, I'm trying to predict for the Golden Globes, right? This is something that I know doesn't always go to something that is deserving or even slightly deserving. But this is kind of an award show for these celebrities to drink and to get drunk and to have fun, and to give out awards. And with this being John Williams' second to last score he will ever do before his retirement after Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, my prediction is John Williams. I personally dislike this score. Like, I saw the movie and I remember watching it with my friend, and we talked about how we didn't really, like, we thought John Williams didn't do the score because we didn't hear anything that was memorable. We were wrong, of course. He did do the score. You know, it's a Steven Spielberg movie, so of course he's going to do it. And I heard it again as I was writing my review for The Fablemans. This is nowhere near the height of John Williams, with Indiana Jones probably not getting any awards buzz for score or anything. You gotta go with John Williams on this one. I think, you know, it'd make for good TV, you know, if he won. So that being said, by far my favorite score of the year and probably of the last few years is the Babylon score. It's just so good. At times a little reminiscent of La La Land, but I am in the mindset of that being intentional rather than just copying your former work. So my one is Justin Hurwitz for Babylon. So hopefully he gets it, and I would be so happy if he did. I want to be wrong about this. Babylon score is just so good. I mean, you could listen to it by itself and still be blown away without even context of the movie. So yeah, that's my want on that one. All right, and now for the final category, I will be predicting Best Original Song Motion Picture. The nominees are Carolina, Where the Crawdads Sing, Ciao Papa, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Hold My Hand, Top Gun Maverick, Lift Me Up, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and Natu Natu, RRR. So I know all but one of these songs. I can only really remember two of them. Or I'm sorry, three of them. I just don't remember the Lady Gaga one from Top Gun Maverick. Like I see the music video visually, right? But for the life of me, I cannot place that song. And it wouldn't surprise me if she won on this one, honestly. But I gotta go with the other pop star, and go with Rihanna and her comeback for Lift Me Up for Wakanda Forever, because it's a good song too, and it gets you teary-eyed, it gets you in the right mood. It's also Rihanna coming back, and again, it's kind of the John Williams thing. It would make good TV if she won it, you know? Like, she comes back and already winning an award. Not to not say that it's a bad song. So my official prediction is Lift Me Up from Wakanda Forever. But my want, I mean, you talk about one of the greatest scenes of the year, you know. You have Natu Natu playing, and it's just the dancing, the visuals, the song itself. You want to dance to it. You know, it's just, there's nothing as infectious for me as this song was. None of these songs come even close, honestly. Personally, it's Natu Natu's to lose, but I know, like, again, it's the Golden Globes. I'm going to go the Rihanna route and go Lift Me Up. But Ciao Papa's good. Lift Me Up is still good. I think it's Taylor Swift that does the Crawdads Sing song, Carolina. I haven't heard it, though. But man, If Natu wins, that would make my night more than almost any other category, if I'm being honest. But yeah, those are my picks for the 2023 Golden Globes. Let me know your thoughts, your picks, your wants down in the comments below. Do you think I've gotten all of them wrong? Probably. The Golden Globes are hard for me to predict. Be sure to tune in, see how many I got right, how many I got wrong. Hopefully it's more than I think. As always, thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Stay tuned for what is going to be a great year of Yeti Films content, and I'll watch you later.